Hey everyone! Today's beer review is of Gose. It's a German style sour ale. Obviously, what a Gose is. It says it's an ale with lime and sea salt. So Goses generally do have salt in them. The lime is a new addition, and I think they're going for a little bit of like a Latin, Mexican, probably specifically Mexican twist. It has the Mexican Dia de los Muertos. Oh, I butchered that shit. Butchered that. Dia de los Muertos. Day of the Dead. Has that skull. And it's really cool, actually, this can design. It has the limes in the eyeball. Is that a hop down there? Oh, wow. So it looks like it's got the wheat up here, lime in the eyeballs, and then hops down here for the chin. That's a really cool design, actually. It says it's brewed with Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, malted wheat, lime, sea salt, hops, and yeast, and then 4.5 ABV. So I will say before I drink this that I cheated a little in my research. Generally, the beer reviews on my channel are first impressions, and I have never had this beer before. But after I bought it, I did watch 2 or 3 beer review videos of this specific beer, and so I do already have some preconceptions of what I'm expecting in my head. But we'll see if I agree with them or not. Okay. You're getting a little bit of the sourness. Let me go ahead and pour this in a glass. Very hazy, light colored. Yeah, you're getting some of the sourness. It actually smells kind of sweet too. And you are getting some of the lime. It's all very subtle though. All very subtle and kind of blends together. The whole beer, if I could sum this beer up in a word, I would say subtle. The flavors of everything that they have tried to do in this beer are very subtle. Like, you have to be kind of picking them out and looking for them. I do agree with some of the other reviewers I watched saying that the sourness isn't quite as in your face as you'd expect it to be in a Gose. That's not to say that it isn't sour, and that's definitely not to say that if you enjoy sour beers that you wouldn't like this. You would probably like it. I enjoy it. Sour beer is my favorite type of beer. But it's not... This is maybe what you'd give your friend if you're talking to a friend and you're like, yeah, I like Goses, they're sour. And they're like, oh, I guess I'll try one. This might be the one you give them to kind of test the waters with. Because I've given people some Goses before and they're like, oh, that's awful, I hate it, it's too sour. And I'm like, yeah, I could definitely see that. Like, it's definitely a style that you have to like. Everyone has their favorite types of beer. So this is maybe a Gose for the people who have never tried Gose, aren't sure if they like sourness in a beer, but it's not very sour. Very smooth and easy to drink. And you're getting a little bit of the lime, a little bit of the salt. But honestly, this beer on its own, I don't know. I don't know. It's not a bad beer. I don't want anyone to think that it's a bad beer, because it's not. I'm going to definitely drink this whole thing and enjoy it. And I had to buy it in a 6-pack because they didn't have it in Make Your Own 6-pack, and I really wanted to try it. So I have 5 more left to go. I don't know if I would buy it again or not, but I do see how this would really complement Mexican food. I think this would actually go really well with some chips and salsa, some tacos, particularly chips and salsa is what I'm thinking right now. Like if you're at a bar, actually if I'm at a bar and I see this on tap or something and they also have chips and salsa, that's what I'm going to be doing. Because this would pair very well with that, and I think it would really bring out the notes of lime and sea salt with this. Yeah. Yeah, if you had this beer, if you were drinking it while eating something that had the lime and the sea salt already in it, I think that this, which on its own is a very subtle, middle of the road type beer with a little bit of sourness. I think if you were eating it with something that could bring out those flavors, it would really kind of elevate it. So yeah, that's my opinion on this beer. I keep showing the skull just because it's my favorite part, but this is the front of the can. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you've had this beer before, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more beer videos, as well as other videos. I do other things too. Be sure to check out my other stuff, and I will see you all next time. Bye.